Crew, what's good, man? It's Rubber Captain here coming back at y'all with another video. As you can tell by the title, today's gonna be a little different video for y'all boys. And I feel it's important to do this video just for the simple fact is we have to know what's coming. I don't want to go too far ahead, so I'm not doing any op11 spoilers. We're only sticking to op10. We want to know what's coming. A lot of y'all may already have looked this up and seen what everything does. But today I'm gonna actually dive in and look it up for myself. I don't really watch too many spoiler videos. I kind of like to go over the stuff myself when it comes out. But it is what it is. I feel like knowledge is key when it comes to obtaining victory. So in order for me to know what I'm up against, I have to have knowledge of what I'm playing against pretty much if I want to win. So uh, today we're gonna go over the op10 cards, and we're gonna read the effects. See if anything is good. We're also gonna be looking for potential cards for our RP Luffy and our peanut butter oil spill Luffy. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be looking for cards that could potentially go into those decks, and theory crafting some builds maybe. On top of that, we are having a giveaway. And to enter for that giveaway, please go on the Blackbeard, the How to Beat Blackbeard video, and put a comment. That's how you enter the giveaway. Because I'm going to be doing a random little generator, from the comment section. So make sure you put a message in the comments. Just tell me what future giveaway you want to see, what custom leader you want to see in the future giveaway. And we did actually do a poll for two different customs. I think it's a PB Luffy custom and a Pluffy custom. So make sure you vote on that too. So I'll probably be ending that poll around Monday when I drop another video. So make sure you get in on that. And let's get into the video, crew. Let's get into the video. We're gonna do some more things, but we're gonna go ahead and get started. So before we do, hey Brooke, drop that beat. Alright crew, we got our first leader here. This is Smoker. Your character with Navy or Punk Hazard trait gains plus 1,000 power. It's on your opponent's turn. Then activate a main once per turn if you have a character with 7,000 power or more. Set 2 Dawn as active. So this is a decent effect as long as it has decent support to go with it. I don't know how many Navy or Punk has. I know how many. Well, I know there's a decent bit of Navy, but I don't know about the green. I don't know about the green Navy pool, but I know there's I don't know about Punk Hazard at all. So we'll see as we go through the cards. I'm not gonna really look at alt arts or anything like that. So far, your opponent's turn, your Navy or Punk Hazard characters gain plus 1,000 power, so it's gonna make his board a whole lot harder to control unless you have removal. And then he's also setting down as active, so that's sort of like a little, the little people that Bonnie plays, Cavendish type effect. Okay, as long as you have a character with 7,000 power or more, not bad, not bad. That'll be interesting to play against when we do. We got another leader here. It's Caesar Clown. Dawn times 2. When attacking, you may return one of your Punk Hazard type characters with a cost of 2 or more. 2 or more is kind of. I hope they got a bunch of 2 or more targets, because I feel like most searchers are 1 cost. It would be nice to be able to return a searcher here, but I guess it doesn't matter. But anyway, return a cost 2 or more to his owner's hand. KO one of your opponent's character with 4,000 or less power. 4,000 power or less. That's pretty good effect. I'm not gonna lie. Depending on how many Punk Hazard cards you can potentially return with this effect, will determine how good this leader will be. I haven't watched really any videos of Caesar Clown, but I'll be interested in building a deck and testing him out myself, just so I can see how he plays. And plus, I like deck building, so breaking leaders that's not as played in the format is something I like to do. And I haven't heard anybody talking about Caesar Clown like that, so that'd be an interesting leader to check out. Next, we got another leader. She's red and purple. Got a sugar. We like red and purple, man. I always like the red and purple. End of your turn, if you have a character with the Don Quixote Pirates type with a power of 6,000 or more, set up to one of your Don is active. Opponent's turn, once per turn, when you activate an event, add one Don from your Don deck set as active. That's a really good effect. She has built-in ramp, and it's when you activate an event on your opponent's turn, so you've got high survivability just looking at this effect right here. As long as you're running enough events, you basically replace majority of your ramp with events, to be honest, and you would be able to survive long and ramp for free pretty much while countering out of attack. Very good effect. I'm interested to see what support we have for this leader right now, so let's move on. Alright, we got our first character card here. Look at the top 5 of your deck, reveal one card with Punk Hazard that's not Virgo, put it in your hand, place the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. Okay, so this is a one cost searcher, 1k counter for Caesar Clown, and looks like Smoker as well. Yeah, I think Smoker plays Punk Hazard cards as well, so a one cost searcher, always good, especially if you're running enough of the targets. Nothing more to say about that, just an average card, average searcher. Okay, right here we got Sanji. This character's power is 3,000 during your turn. It's a 3 cost 6k on your turn. On KO, draw a card. It replaces itself on KO. I don't know if y'all remember, but my Sticky Luffy build, this seems like a perfect card for the Sticky Luffy build. Anything that replaces itself on KO and it's a low cost, high attack body, that looks really good, and it's got 1k counter as well. That's not bad at all. Let's move on. I'm gonna go through these kind of quick because I don't want to spend too much time, because it's a lot of cards to go through, and I waited this long on purpose because I like for everything to be out that I'm reviewing. I don't want to watch early spoilers and all that shit. I like everything to be out so I can see the whole picture. I don't like looking at a puzzle that's just throw it up on the table. So we got a 7 cost Caesar Clown. On play, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal up to one card with Smiley, put it in your hand, place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order, then play one card with Smiley from your hand. I don't know how many Smileys there is in the game. I don't think I even know of one. So this could be interesting. Means you'll pretty much be bottom decking everything else. So I don't know how good this card is, to be honest. Like, it looks like they try to go with the Luffy Taro effect, but I mean, bottom decking the rest of your cards that you're playing doesn't sound too appealing to me. This is a basic average card in my opinion. I don't know, even if I was running this, I don't think I would even run this in Caesar Clown build, to be honest. Just looking at what it does. Let's see. We got Caesar Soldier here. Play up to one Punk Hazard type character card with a cost of 2 or less from your hand. 3 cost 4k attack, 1k counter. I don't know how many targets this has, so right now it seems like a pretty bad card, I'm not gonna lie. Unless there's just a broken 2-drop or a broken 1-drop. I mean, yes, you can play this in the searcher out, but is that really gaining you any advantage? I don't know. I don't think so. Let's see. Okay, so we have a target for it right here. No, this ain't even Punk Hazard, is it? Is it Punk Hazard? Doesn't say if it's Punk Hazard or not, so I'm just gonna assume it is Punk Hazard, because I mean, these dudes are Scotches from Punk Hazard. So the 2 cost 1k counter blocker. On play, if you do not have a rock, you may play 1 rock from your hand. So Caesar Soldier can play Scotch. So you play a 2 cost blocker. So for 3 Don, you play a 2 cost blocker and a 3 cost 4k attacker. It's not terrible, but really gimmicky. Moving on. Okay, we got our first Smiley card here. It says 5 cost 6k on play. If your leader's Punk Hazard type, up to one of your opponent gets minus 3,000 power for the turn. That could be good with your Caesar Clown effect. KO a 4K or less. I think he needs 2 Don on him. Let me check. It needs 2 Don. So 7 Don play. You could play this guy out for 5. Put 2 on lead. Swing 7 in. Return him to hand and pop a 7K attack power character. Not the greatest tempo in the world, but it is some form of removal. But I feel like we got better removal cards. Got lower cost cards that do more, and you don't have to return them to hand. I feel like, I don't know. I guess if I have a 2-drop or something already on board to return with the Caesar Clown, this would be an alright play. But let's move on. Alright, here we got Brownbeard. It's a 3 cost 5K, no counter. That sucks. If you have 1 or less characters with 6,000 or more power, this character gains 1,000 power in this turn. Not the greatest card I've seen. Not interested. Okay, here we got a 2K counter. That's a plus. 4 cost 4K. Tony Chopper. It's also a blocker. 2K counter blocker. So hey, if you're having trouble with the expensive 6 cost Sanji, here you go. This is your man. On opponent's turn, this character has plus 2,000 power. This is exactly the Sanji blocker, but it's 4 cost. And it's a 2K counter, so that's not bad at all. Potential card for RP Luffy right here. I like that one. No translation for that one. It's a blocker though, 2 cost blocker. I doubt his effect does anything good. I haven't really heard about him. Alright, so 3 cost. It's a Punk Hazard card. On play, up to one of your opponent's character minus 1,000 power during this turn. Minus 1,000 power for 3 costs. That doesn't sound great at all, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's a 2K counter, but minus 1,000 power with your Caesar Clown effect, you could hit a 5K attacker. I mean, that doesn't sound too good, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, we got Monet here. This is another Punk Hazard card. 1,000 counter, 2 cost, 3K attack. Activate main, you may rest this character, give up to 2 rested Don cards to your leader or one of your characters, then give up to one of your opponent's character minus 1,000 power. This card already is better than the previous card. Not only does it give your leader 2 Don so he can do his effect, it literally minuses the same amount of cost. And it's a 2 cost. I mean, yeah, it's not a 2K counter, but you can add it back to hand with leader effect. I mean, this card's probably the bread and butter card for that deck, the Caesar Clown deck. Not gonna lie. Here's the rock guy that says you can play off scotch. So let's see. On play, if you do not have a scotch, you may play up to 1 scotch from your hand. Okay, so you play the one guy out for 3. Scotch. You play scotch out for. You play the Caesar Soldier out for 3. He plays scotch out, and this scotch plays this guy out, and this guy can play another scotch. Well, if you do not have scotch, so I mean, I get if you're trying to board flood, but I mean, you're getting rid of 3K counter out of hand for 1 blocker. I mean, I don't know. I don't think going down 3 cards in hand is too good, to be honest. Just my opinion. Shit card. Okay, Kamakura, I don't know. Jusus, I don't fucking know how to say this shit. But anyway, it's an event. 2 costs, counter. Up to one of your leaders or characters gains plus 3,000 during this battle. Then one of your opponent or leader characters gets minus 2,000 in this turn. 2 costs for plus 3K is not that great. I mean, yeah, you do get the minus 2. I feel like there's better events though. Like Red Hawk's probably better than this. I mean, yeah, Rad Beam's better than this in my opinion. I don't know. 2 costs is a little steep. That's just the alt art, I'm pretty sure. Alright, we got a 1 cost event here, Divine Departure. You may rest 5 Don KO to one of your opponent's characters with 8,000 power or less. Okay, so we got activated main. KO's a character. 6 Don, pretty much, because you got to use the 1 Don on this. Then it's a counter card. Up to one of your leaders gains 3,000 power during this battle. That's not a bad card. It's like a mini rad beam, but you can also use it as removal. It's not a bad card at all right there. Alright, we got another 2 cost event. Main, up to one of your opponent's character gets minus 4,000 power to the end of this turn. Then if you have 2 or less life, your leader or up to one of your character gets 1,000 power for the turn. Okay. This will help you with board removal. 2 or less life, so good RP Luffy card. 1,000 power for the turn. I mean, I guess. What's the trigger? KO one of your opponent's characters with 3,000 power or less. Or KO one of your opponent's 3,000 power or less characters. This card's like medium, bro. I mean, it could be good. But I don't know. Kind of medium to me. Alright, on to the last red card, I believe. Punk Hazard Stage. Activate main. You can rest this stage. If your leader sees a clown, give 1 rested Don to one of your leaders or characters. Okay. So the stage can help you with the cost of your leader. Get the cost on your leader. So it's not terrible. But it is a brick. So I mean, you're required to play a brick. It doesn't draw you a card, so it doesn't replace itself. Seems pretty bad. Like, I'm pretty sure I can get Caesar Clown to work without this card. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, on to the next leader. Got Trafalgar Law here. It's a Don times 1, activated main, once per turn. If the total cost of your characters is 5 or more, you can return one of your characters to the hand. Reveal your top life card, and if it's a supernova type character with a cost of 5 or less, you may play it. Okay. So you can return a searcher for free, pretty much, by Don times 1, just by revealing the top life card. Doesn't seem bad at all. I think they did drop a whole bunch of supernova support, so this leader has potential to be very strong. So we'll probably have to play this leader like we do yellow matchup, just because it does have the color yellow in it. So you do kind of have to worry about them triggers, and it does seem like he's kind of flooding the board if he does play this cost. He is taking life to do it though, so if they don't have a lot of blockers for this deck, then I don't think RP Luffy will struggle with it at all. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, on to the next card. It's a 5 cost 6k ESO. I'm assuming this is a Navy card. It's Dressrosa Navy. Dressrosa Navy card. It's a 1k counter. On play, if your leader has a Navy type, rest up to 2 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less. Ooh. Up to 2 characters if your leader has the Navy type. Did I miss something? Is there a Navy type leader? Oh yeah, the Smoker. I'm tripping. Yeah, okay, so we got Smoker. So this is that's a decent card for Smoker. Not bad at all. Alright, 5 cost 6k. So Odyssey 4 Emperors. Let me make sure. Odyssey 4 Emperors, Whitebeard, okay. On play, if you have 2 or more rested characters, rest up to one of your opponent's characters of a cost 5 or less, then KO one of your opponent's rested characters of a cost 3 or less. So this is limb support. I can already peep it just because it's talking about rested and it's Odyssey. Seems like a decent card for limb. I haven't tested that leader out much, but I do know how to play against her, so I've really had no need to test her out. Alright, we got a 5 cost 6k and nil. It says, let's see what this is. The Odyssey, Sky Island, so another limb card. It's off top, seeing the Odyssey. On play, if you have 2 or more rested characters, draw 3 cards, discard 2 cards from your hand. Draw 3, discard 2. Seems pretty good, I'm not gonna lie, pretty good. and your cards get played as rested, so just attacking with your lead and playing this card out, you already meet the requirements. So, oh, 2 or more rested characters, I take that back. So if you have like a 1-cost searcher, play this out. Hey, or if you have a character on board already, attack with it, play this out. Okay, I see the potential there. That's 1K counter too, so it's not a brick. We got Punk Hazard, Wano Country, and something else. I don't know. 2 cost 1K counter. 2 cost 1K counter, 1000 power. Activated main, you may place this character and a Kinemon with 0 power from your trash to the bottom of your deck in any order. Play one Kinemon from a... Man, this card's trash. I'm not even gonna finish reading. This card does not seem good at all. If this card's good and I'm just tripping, hey, let me know in the comments down below. But it looks straight trash to me. Okay, that's the same card, just alt art. Let's see. 1 cost, 1000 power, 1K counter. Kazuki Momosuke, Punk Hazard, and a Wano something clan. You may rest 2 of your Don and place this character into your trash. Look at the top 5 cards, reveal 2 Akazi 9 type cards. I probably butchered that, I can't remember it. Can't remember the name of it. And put them into your hand, place the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. Depending on how many of the 9s there is in your deck, this card has potential to be good. I don't really play with the leader that this is meant for, so can't tell you. I don't know. We got Draco Mihawk here. It's the Odyssey, 7 Warlords of the Sea. 5 cost 6K, 1K counter on play if you have 2 or more rested characters. Instead, 1 of your 5 cost or lower Odyssey type characters is active. Limb support. Looks pretty good. Moving on. Okay, we got Smoker here. This is the Punk Hazard Navy type. This card has banish, no counter, so 5 cost 7K. So this automatically comes into play with and activating your leader effect. Activate main, set active 1 of your Don. Then you can't set Don cards active with character effects during this turn, which doesn't matter because your leader does the same thing. This card's a great card for smokers, probably a mandatory 4 of, just looking at it. Got a vanilla card here. I'm not going over vanillas. Alright, we got a Tashigi here, some more smoker support. 2K counter, 3 cost, 4K attack. When your green character other than Tashigi would be removed due to opponent's effect, you can rest this character instead. Pretty good card. Punk has a Navy type. Doesn't seem bad at all. Great card for smoker. Alright, we got a 2 cost, 2K counter, 2K attack, Nami, Odyssey Straw Hat, looks like more limb support. If you have 2 or more rested Odyssey type characters, up to 1 of your opponent's rested Don will not become active during your opponent's net refresh phase. Oh, that's not bad at all. Locking down 1 of your opponent's Don, putting them behind a turn essentially is what you're doing with this card. But it is a 2K counter. I mean, unless you have a way to get it back to hand, I don't see a great reason for playing this out. But I guess, I mean, I don't know. I don't play with them. Let me know in the comments below. Okay, we got a 4 cost, 5K attack, 1K counter, Frankie, Odyssey, Straw Hat Crew. This is another limb card. Once per turn, if this character were to be KO'd in battle, you may instead add the top card of your life to your hand. It's not terrible since your cards come in rested with them. I mean, you could protect it, but you're taking a life for it. I don't know if it's worth taking a life for, but I mean, I guess. Doesn't seem the worst thing possible. If that card's broken, let me know, because I don't know. I don't think it is. Alright, we got a Brook here. It's on KO, rest one of your opponent's leaders or cost. Rest one of your opponent's leaders or cost of 5 or less characters. Okay. So this is resting a leader or a character on KO. So it's locking down one attack for the turn. It's a 3 cost 5k. Doesn't have counter. But I did actually test this card in the green purple Luffy, which is pretty good because you can cheat it out with the Brook. The other Brook, I think it's the 4 cost 5k Brook. You can cheat this card out with it to flood the board. So this card does have potential. Alright, we got a Perona here. It's Odyssey. Some Kingdom Thriller Bark. Alright, it's down. Add shit's in the way. Oh, maybe I can. Oh, okay. I can lower it down. Cool. Okay. I still don't know the damn word, man. I'm not even gonna butcher it. Anyway, 1k counter, 4 cost, 5k attack. Your turn, once per turn, when a character is rested by one of your effects, set up to one of your Don is active. Okay. Character is rested by one of your effects, set up to one Don is active. If you already have this on the board, you play out a character, it automatically gives you a free Don, I'm assuming. Because your limb says it comes into play rested, or when you block an attack. No, it's your turn, so yeah, so I guess essentially if you had this on the board, play out a body, limbs effect cause it to come in rested, you get to add a Don, so you get to play it for one less Don. Doesn't seem like the greatest card, but maybe it is. I don't know. I don't play limb. There's a lot of fucking limb support, bro. I'm not gonna cap. Alright, so 1 cost, 0 attack, 1k counter. Once per turn, if this character would be removed from the field by one of your opponent's effects, you may instead rest one of your other Odyssey characters. End of your turn, you may set one of your Odyssey characters as active. This seems like a broken card for limb. Being able to set it active so they can't attack into it at the end of your turn, or just one of your other characters. This card's great. I think it's probably a mandatory 4 of in limb. Moving on, we got Odyssey Supernova Straw Hat Crew on Zoro, 5 cost 6k. More limb support. Hey, surprise, more limb support. Opponent's turn, if you have 2 or more rested characters, this character gains 2000 power. An 8k power body on your field during your opponent's turn if you have 2 rested characters. 2 or more rested characters. That doesn't seem bad at all. Not bad at all. I think we got our first green event here. 3 costs, Gum Dragon Fire Pistol Twister. Damn, I don't even remember this move from the anime, but hey, I guess. Oh, I didn't watch the movie, that's why. Main, if your leader has an Odyssey type, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal up to 2 character cards with Odyssey type, add them to your hand, and put the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. So, this replaces itself +1. If you're playing a full Odyssey deck, this seems like a good card, and it has a trigger. Rest up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less. Cool. Not a terrible trigger. Not the best. I mean, I guess you could rest down an attacker potentially, but a lot of decks are playing big bodies right now, besides Dofi. Even Dofi's playing some big bodies too, though. Alright, we got another event here. It's a 5 cost event. As a main/counter, KO one of your opponent's rested characters with a cost of 7 or less. So that's the main and the counter in one effect. Let me get this straight. So if they attack me with a 7 cost character and I activate this counter, does it KO the attacker before the attack goes through? Good question there. That's a good question there. I mean, I might sound really slow right now, but that's what the way I'm reading this, that's what it looks like to me. Is how could the attack go through if you KO the character on attack deck? I don't know. I come from Yu-Gi-Oh, so it's a little bit different rule in there. Hey, who knows? Maybe. Card doesn't seem good though. Got a 4 cost event here. Radio Knife, Dressrosa Supernova Heart Pirates. Main, rest up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 6 or less. Then KO one of your opponent's rested characters with a cost 5 or less. That's pretty good. That's potentially helping you remove 2 bodies right there. That's not bad at all. Then trigger, rest one of your opponent's 4 cost characters. That's not terrible. This is a decent event, but I think there might be better green events. If there is, I don't know the name of them, but hey, 4 cost event. I don't know, potentially helping you remove 2 bodies is never a bad thing. I guess it could be good. Alright, we're on to the blue cards here. We got Usopp, the blue black leader, Dressrosa, Straw Hat Crew. Your cost 2 and greater Dressrosa type characters have +1 cost. That's good. That's good against black. Opponent's turn. Once per turn, this effect may be activated when one of your Dressrosa type characters leaves the field by your opponent's effect or Arcado. So if they leave the field at all, if you have 5 or less cards in your hand, draw a card. So if your characters get removed in any way, you draw a card if you have 5 or less cards in hand. Seems pretty good. Your bodies are replacing themselves from your leader effect. So, and they all have +1 cost if they're Dressrosa type. That seems pretty good. I kind of wish it would said all your characters, or maybe Dressrosa and Straw Hat type characters. That would have been. I mean, I don't know how many Straw Hat blue cards, and I know we got Straw Hat black cards, but I don't know how many Straw Hat blue cards we got. So I don't know. That would have been great if we could have played Sanji out with that effect, though. All right, so on to the blue cards. We got Dressrosa Animal, 2k counter, 2 costs, 2000 attack. On play, you may rest up to one of your Dressrosa type leaders or stages. Up to one of your character, Monkey D. Luffy gains banished to the end of your turn. Why the hell would I want to play a 2k counter to get one of my characters banished? Like, all they have to do is counter out of the attack, bro. I mean, unless you're playing I mean, I guess if you're playing the 7-drop black Dressrosa Luffy, I guess it's not terrible. But why don't I use a 2k counter for that? I don't know. Maybe you do, hell. Anyway, Kabu, Dressrosa, Tatanada or Tantada. I don't know how to say this shit. One cost, 1k counter, 2000 attack. On play, you can rest one of your leaders or stages of Dressrosa type. Return up to one of your opponent's characters that cost one or less to their owner's hand. Okay, one of your opponent's characters would have cost 1 or less to their owner's hand. Why the hell would I want to give my opponent a 1 cost back? Because the majority of 1 cost is searches. Why would I want to give my... First off, you have to rest your leader or stage with Dressrosa type. So you're locked in Dressrosa. Return one of your opponent's characters. This card's trash. I'm sorry. Moving on. Alright, we got a 4 cost 6k. No counter. Cavendish here. Dressrosa, Beautiful Pirates. When attacking, once per turn, draw 2 cards. Discard 1 card from your hand. Great card. It's a cycle card for blue. On attack, so they have to remove this from board. That's a good card. And potential Gecko Warrior target. Ooh, clicked on the wrong one, sorry. Alright, we got 7 costs, 9k attack, vanilla stats, no counter. On play, return a 5 cost or lower character to its owner hand. Get rid of a blocker. That's not bad at all. And with the Dressrosa stage, this card has rush, so potentially remove 2 bodies right here with this character. Doesn't seem bad to me. Just saying, seems like a good card. Okay, we got 2 costs, 3k attack, 1k counter. We got Koala here, Dressrosa Revolutionary Army. When attacking, you may return one of your Revolution Army type characters With a cost of 3 or more to the owner's hand, this character gains plus 3,000 power during this turn. Turn army, 3 or more to your owner's hand. Character gains plus 3,000. This doesn't seem great to me. I mean, what are we bouncing back with this though? That's the question. Like, they return one of your Revolution Army type characters. How many blue Revolutionary Army type characters are there? Is there new ones in here? Is that what I'm missing? Maybe I am. Let's get on down and see. Nope, Dressrosa Navy. 3 costs 5k, no counter. On play, rest one of your leaders to stage Dressrosa type. Return one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 1 or less to their owner's hand. What's up with returning 1 cost to your owner's hand? Why the hell would I want to return a searcher to my owner's hand? Like, okay, if I minus their attack power with like an Ice Age or something, okay, that's understandable. But like, just the base effect by itself is trash. Like, combo with an Ice Age, okay, you can return the 6 costs, but you gotta rest your leader a stage. So you gotta have a stage on board, or you gotta risk your leader attack. So it's like, is it worth it at that point? I don't think so. Trash. Alright, here we go. Here goes a Revolutionary Army type character that we would return to hand because it is a 2k counter, so it doesn't sound bad. Let's see what the effect is. 4 costs, 5,000 power, 2k counter, Sabo. If one of your characters other than Sabo with an original cost of 7 or lower leaves the field by your opponent's effect, you may return this character to your hand instead. So he already returns himself. So I thought this was gonna be a good thing that we could return with Koala, but he returns himself for free, pretty much. I mean, if your opponent tries to remove a card from your field, he returns himself to the hand instead for free. Koala's looking pretty trash right now. Let's see this guy. Hack, Fishman, Dressrosa, Revolutionary Army. 4 costs, 5k attack, 1,000 power. Done ×1 when attacking. Look at the top. Look at 3 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal 1 Revolutionary Army type card and add it to your hand. Then place the rest to the bottom of your deck in any order. Okay, so the searcher, but it's when attacking. What was she again? She's when attacking. So yeah, the koalas are actually fucking useless unless y'all know something I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below what y'all think about the koala. But right now I don't see a good targeted return with her. Okay, we got Dressrosa Bardo Club. 5 costs, 6k blocker, no counter. On play, place up to 1 character with a cost of 1 or less on the bottom of your deck. What the hell am I reading? Place up to 1 character with a cost of 1 or less on the bottom of your deck. This can't be real. This can't be the translation of this card. Why the hell would I want to bottom deck my 1 cost? I mean, yeah, okay, I could put a searcher back in my deck, but I'm placing it on the bottom. Am I digging through my deck that fucking much to where I'm gonna see the card I placed on the bottom again? Somebody help me understand this, please. Please in the comments, let me know. Moving on. I don't know how to say her name. Bia, I don't know. But 1 cost, 1k counter, 1,000 tap power. If there's a character other than Bian, you know what I'm saying, with Tantanata type, this character gains blocker. Okay, this might be alright. I do think we do got a searcher 1 cost, so it might be alright. But I mean, Lucci can remove it for free. So I mean, I guess you block the Lucci attack. I don't know, but doesn't seem great. Excuse me. Alright, we got Whitebeard Pirates Marco. 3 costs, 5k counter, blocker, no counter. 3 costs, 5k attack power, no counter, okay. Blocker. On KO, return one of your opponent's characters with a cost 4 or less to the owner's hand. This card is alright right here. Not the greatest card. Doesn't have counter. Does got vanilla stats though, and it's a blocker. So against Dofi, this card is good. I'm just gonna say against Dofi because I mean maybe Ploofy. Trying to think. Maybe a nil returning their Shirahoshi, but they can just play it back out. I mean for free, pretty much. It's not the worst card. I wish it had maybe 1K counter. I gotta rather it be like a 4 cost 5K with blocker with that effect, but hey, who knows? Alright, Man Sherry, Tantanata, Dressrosa, 2 cost, 1K counter, 0 attack. On play, you may rest one of your Dressrosa type leaders or stages. Return one of your cost 4 or more Dressrosa type characters to your hand. Return up to one of your opponent's cost 4 or less characters to your owner's hand. Do I have to return a 4 cost or more in my hand? I mean, if it got a good on play, I could see that. I don't know about this card. Let me know in the comments down below what y'all think about that card. Right now, I don't know. Let's maybe like, I don't know. Let's read the cards first, and then we'll come back to that. So we got Leo here, Tantanata, Dressrosa, 1K counter, 1 cost, 2,000 power. On play, you may rest one of your leaders or stages. If your leader's Usopp, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Reveal up to 2 cards other than Leo that have Dressrosa type and put them in your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your deck and discard 1 card from your hand. So this is a search 2, discard 1 pretty much. A search 2, discard 1. By resting your leader. Early game, this is great. Not bad at all. Not bad at all right there. Okay, that's a decent card. I like that. Alright, the Gecko Moria substitute right here. This is what I've been hearing about. Rebecca Dressrosa. 7 cost, 4K attack. On play, if there's a cost 8 or more character, which your Usopp makes this a cost 8, draw 1 card, then reveal up to 2 7 cost or lower Dressrosa type characters other than Rebecca from your hand. Play one of them. Then if the other card has a cost of 4 or lower, play it as rested. Okay, so you play a 7 and a 4 with this. That's not bad at all. And it's on play, so you could potentially return it with this card right here, Man Sherry. So you can return the Rebecca, return one of their 4 costs or less to their hand, and then potentially play out the Rebecca again for more board flood on your next turn. That's a decent combo right there. Let's move on. The Rebecca card is great. 1K, 1 cost event. Main, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Reveal 1 Dressrosa type card, add it to your hand. Place the rest on the bottom of your deck. Has an activated main. I've never really been a big fan of event searchers unless you have to play them. I feel like the Leo's better. I'd rather play Leo over this, but I mean, if you want to increase the consistency, I can see it. Alright, moving on. Got the Bari pistol, Dressrosa, Bardo Club. 5 cost event, main, place one of your opponent's characters with power 6,000 less on the bottom deck of the owner's deck. The only reason this card is alright is because of the trigger. Other than that, why would I play this over Red Rock, which is 6 costs, and bottom decks anything? Like, terrible. 3 cost event, special long range attack, Bagworm, Dressrosa, Straw Hat Crew, main, draw 1 card. Okay, that's decent. Then return over your opponent's cost 2 or lowers to their hand. Trigger, return up to 1 cost 2 or less characters to its owner's hand. Okay, the trigger's alright. I don't mind returning my 2 costs or lower characters to my hand. But why in the hell? Why can't it just say bottom deck, one of your opponents, 2 costs or lower? Why the hell I want to put it back in their hand for? Imagine returning Corona to Dofi's hand. Like, tell me when that's good, please. Moving on. We're done with the blue cards. Thank goodness. That was painful. Some of the Dressrosa cards were good, but the events were terrible. Like, I think they was trash, personally. Moving on. Alright, crew. We're to the purple. This is what I'm excited for. I want to see if we got anything that we can add to red purple Luffy in here. So let's check it out. Don Quixote Pirates, 3 costs, 4k attack, 1k counter. It's a blocker. Viola. On KO, Don -1 if your leader includes Don Quixote Pirates. Add 1 purple event from your trash to your hand. So this is a pudding support card. Can't do nothing with it for Luffy, unfortunately, but it does add a purple event card back to your hand. So you could use Blast Breath, and then return it to your hand and have another Blast Breath, which ramps you a card in sugar. So, or is it sugar? Yeah, sugar. I don't know. I said pudding, but sugar support right there. Not bad at all. Alright, crew, we got German Kingdom, Vince Smoke Family, Vince Smoke Sanji, 1 cost, 1k counter, 2000 tap power. On play, if your leader has German type, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal 1 German type, add it to your hand, place the rest on the bottom of your deck. Okay, Reiju support. Great card for Reiju, nothing else, nothing more, nothing else. Unless you're playing a German Kingdom build or something else. Vanilla blocker, we don't care about that. Okay, we got sugar here. 1 cost, 1k counter, 1000 power. Activate main, you may rest one of your Don and this character. Look at the top 5 of your deck, reveal 1 card with Don Quixote Pirates type, add it to your hand, place the rest at the bottom of your deck. Okay, this is a searcher for sugar here. Great cards, the searcher. Searchers are never bad unless you're playing a deck with bigs that you need to not bottom deck. Let's just say that. Alright, so we got another Don Quixote Pirates card here. Viola. 2k counter, 2 costs, 2000 tap power. On opponent's attack, once per turn, you may rest 2 of your Don. Rest 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 4 or lower. Not a terrible card. Not a card I would want to play out, but not terrible. If I did have to play it out, I would feel alright because I can potentially lock up one of their attacks. So if I'm going against Dofi, not a bad card. But I do have to have 2 Don up to rest down that character. Which in that case, I could just use a damn event. So, I don't know. Let me know in the comments below what y'all think about this card. Alright, crew, we got 5 cost, 6k power. Don Quixote Pirate, Senior Pink. On play, Don -1, add 1 purple event card with a cost of 5 or less from your trash to your hand, then set up to one of your Don cards is active. This seems like a great card for sugar right here. Because you literally can use the event to re-ramp the Don that you just minus. You're not really negging at all. Not a bad card at all right here. I like it, I dig it, and get down with it. Alright, crew, we got Fighting Fish here. Animal, Dressrosa. We got purple Dressrosa? I'm trying to think. I don't know. Let's see. Don ×1 when attacking. Don -1. KO one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 1 or lower. I'm not gonna lie, this card's kind of dookie, man. Just saying, kind of dookie. Got treble here, Don Quixote Pirates. 4 cost, 5k attack.
1000 counter, blocker. On play, until the end of your opponent's next turn, all of your characters with original power of 1000 or less cannot be KO'd by your opponent's effect. So this protects your searcher. Is it really that important, though? This card is basic, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's a blocker that you can search. So it's good in that aspect. Other than that, like, the effect's kind of dookie, I ain't gonna lie. Alright, we got 8 cost, 9k attack, Don Quixote Doflamingo. On play, Don -1. Play 1 5 cost lower Don Quixote Pirate type card from your hand on opponent's attack once per turn. You can rest one of your Don, add one of your Don deck as active. This is a great card right here. I like this card. The effect's nice. It's taking away a Don, but it's also ramping you a Don. So it's like, it's balancing itself out. It's a decent card right here. How decent? I don't know because I haven't played with it, but hey, it's decent. Alright, we got another Navy Don Quixote Pirates type character right here. Don Quixote Rosinante, I don't know how to damn say this shit. Anyway, 5 cost, 6k power. On play, you may trash an event card from your hand, draw 2 cards. That's good. End of your turn, if you have 7 more Don cards set up, 2 of them is active. That's good. You can cheat this out off the Dofi. That's great. That sounds great. Not bad, not bad. Speaking of which, how y'all day going today, man? Drop that in the comments below, let me know, man. My day's alright, man. We got off work, you know, kind of early. Is what it is. Not bad, not bad. Okay, so we got Don Quixote Pirates Pika here. 4 costs, 5k attack, 1k counter. Once per turn, if this character be KO'd by one of your opponent's effects, you may stead and rest 2 of your Don. What's up with resting Don to protect your characters? That's the second card I think I've seen it on. It doesn't sound horrible, but it doesn't sound great neither. I don't know, y'all let me know what y'all think about that card, man. He's kind of doo-doo to me. Alright, we got a Foxy Pirate. Foxy Pirate support here. 2k counter on top of that. 2 costs, 1k attack power. Activate main. You can trash this character. If the number of Don cards in your field is less than or equal to the number of Don in your opponent's field, draw 1 card. So it's a draw 1 for trashing a 2k counter. The only reason I can see you playing this card out is to get your leader effect. I don't see any other reason. Like, trashing a 2k counter to draw a random card that can be a brick doesn't seem good at all to me. I mean, I'm just gonna say. I don't know. Maybe it's broken. Let me know in the comments. 3 costs, 1k counter. 2k counter, sorry. 1000 tap power. Don Quixote Pirates, baby 5. On play, you may discard 1 card from your hand. If your leader has a Don Quixote Pirate site, add 1 Don from your Don deck and set it as active. This is a cheaper version of Bond Clay 2k counter. And more like a Miss Doublefinger, I'm sorry. Cheap version of Miss Doublefinger. You do have to discard a card from your hand, but you can discard an event and get it back with one of your other cards, so it's not terrible. Not bad, not bad. Not the greatest, but not bad. It's a 2k counter, searchable. I don't see no reason not to play it. Okay, we got Don Quixote Pirates, Bellamy here. 3 costs, 4k attack power, 1k counter, blocker. When blocking, you can rest 2 of your Don cards, add 1 Don from your Don deck as active. Okay, so this is a ramp on block. This is our brulee of the deck right here. We got a built-in brulee, you know, in the Don Quixote Pirates type. Wait. Hear me out now. RP Luffy. 5 Don turn. Play out a Bellamy here. Leave 2 Don up. If you have the Thunder Bagua, hey, it's cool. Thunder Bagua. The element here though can ramp you in RP Luffy. This seems like a nice little tech card we might be testing in the future, man. Keep your eyes out for that, boy. Moving on, another event card. The event's been kind of doo-doo, I ain't gonna lie. We had that one red event that was alright, but the rest of them been kind of trash, I ain't gonna lie. One cost event, main/counter, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Reveal one Don Quixote Pirates type card other than I could forgive anyone who left my family, and add it to your hand, then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. So this is a searcher and a ramp piece for pudding. Sugar. I don't know why I keep saying pudding, man. She looks like a pudding though, right? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. So it's a ramp and a searcher. Not bad in the sugar deck only though, really. You know what I'm saying? Moving on. 5 cost event. I'm already calling it. It's gonna be trash. God Thread, 7 Warlord of the Sea, Don Quixote Pirates, so searchable. Main, KO one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less, then add 1 Don from your Don deck as active. Trigger, add 1 Don from your Don deck as active. This doesn't seem bad actually. I mean, it's 5 costs. But you are KO in a body when you play it. So not only you're ramping, you're KO in a body. This might be another little tech card we check out with RP Luffy right here. But keep your eyes out for this one. I recommend any of these cards I'm telling you, keep your eyes out for. When the set come out, go ahead and cop them. Just get them. Might as well, cause hey, in the future, you might see a build on my channel with using these cards. Just saying. It might be a broken build. More than likely it will be. But hey, you know how I do. 3 cost event here. Little Black Bears. Counter, up to one of your characters later gain 4,000 for this battle. Then if you have 7 more done on your field and you have 5 less cards in hand, draw a card. It's not terrible, but it's very expensive. Not terrible, but it's expensive. I'll just say that. The trigger, add 1 Don for your Don that says active. That's a good trigger, but not the best card I've seen. Alright, crew. We into the black cards now, man. We into the black. So we're looking for peanut butter Luffy support potentially, you know what I'm saying? We in the black cards, so hey, we might find a new black card that's gonna take Luffy to the next level, man. So we got a 4 cost card here, 5k attack power, 1k counter. On play, you can rest one of your leaders of stages with Dressrosa type. KO one of your opponent's characters with a cost 2 or less. Afterwards, place the top 2 cards from your deck in the trash. This is probably a great card for Usopp only. Yeah, Usopp only, because it's locked to Dressrosa type. No, wait, it's not locked. You can rest one of your leaders or stages. Oh yeah, it's locked. Yeah, so it's locked in the Dressrosa type. Only good for Usopp. Good card for Usopp though, by the way. Oh, wrong one. Keep clicking on these altars. That altar is kind of sick though. I ain't gonna lie for that Kuzan. Former Navy Blackbeard Pirates. Blackbeard support. This character cannot be removed from the field by your opponent's effects. Okay. Broken. Activate main trash character, draw 1 card. Then play 1 Blackbeard Pirate type character card with a cost of 5 or less other than Kuzan from your trash. Oh man. So it draws you a card, but it replaces itself. It plays another body from field, so you can potentially just on field for 1 turn, attack with it. Then play out a Burgess from trash. Seems pretty good to me, not gonna lie. Seems pretty good. Dressrosa, Wano, Kazuki Clan. 2k counter, 2 cost, 0 attack. Activate main, rest this character up to one of your leaders of stages with Dressrosa type. Up to one of your opponent's characters cost -2 for the turn. Okay, so this is reduction for Usopp deck, but you have to rest a stage or leader. Doesn't seem great to me. Like, why would I play Why would I play this over like a Subaru or something? I don't know. It's alright card, I guess. Alright, I mean, I guess it replaces. I guess it would trigger your Usopp effect if they attack into it to draw a card, but you have to be 5 or less, so I mean, I guess. Alright, moving on. Dressrosa Blackbeard Pirates, Jesus Burgess. Alright, another Burgess card. 5 costs, 6k attack power. Downtime's 1. If you have 8 or more cards in your trash, this character gains Rush. Okay. But you're more than likely with your leader effect, you're gonna have 8 or more cards. So you can play this guy out off the Kuzan, and he can have Rush potentially. Seems pretty good. Doesn't have counter though, so I mean, but Blackbeard doesn't really have too many non-counter cards. I mean, they got the events that they run, but that's it pretty much. And the 10 drops. Okay, Blackbeard Pirates, Shiryu, 1k counter, 4 costs, 5k attack power. Opponent's turn, this character gains 2000 power. So 7k body on your turn, on your opponent's turn. Activate main. Once per turn of this card was played and your leader is Blackbeard type, KO one of your opponent's characters with original cost of 3 or less. It says original cost, that kind of like limits the power of this character. I guess they were trying to balance it, but it kind of made it doo-doo in my opinion. So moving on. Dressrosa Straw Hat Crew, Tony Chopper, 2 costs, 0 attack power, 1k counter. Activated main, you may rest this card and one of your leaders or stages with Dressrosa type. If your opponent's hand is 5 or greater, your opponent trashes 1 card from their hand, then trash the top 2 cards of your deck. Card seems sounding trash to me, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why, but like a lot of these cards just resting my leader. Like, okay, if I got the stage, that's cool. But if I don't have the stage, having to rest my leader to just make you neg a card. I mean, yeah, I get to trash the top 2 cards of my deck, but that's kind of trash. I mean, like trash literally. Anyway, Nami, 2 costs, 0,000, 0 attack, 0,000 attack. No, I'm just playing. 1k counter. Activated main, you may rest this and one of your leaders or stage Dressrosa type. Is every fucking Dressrosa card do this? Rest the leader or stage. Draw 1 card, then trash 2 cards from top of your deck. Like, why? Somebody explain to me why. Why is this the Dressrosa theme? I don't understand it. But anyway, moving on. Dressrosa Straw Hat Crew, Frankie. 4 costs, 5k attack power, 1000 counter, blocker. On KO, play one of your 3 cost or lower Dressrosa type characters rested from your trash. Okay, so if you're playing the what's that, Bartholomew, the 3 drop blocker, you can go. Oh, you play it rested, but I mean you could play it out as a pseudo blocker. They would have to go into it. Let's say what you have a blocker your next turn. I mean, this card has potential right here, and you can play it off Gecko Moria. That's never a bad thing. Seems alright. Oh, hear me out. Another thing about it. No, never mind. Yeah, that seems pretty good. It seems pretty good. Not a terrible card. I've seen worse. No, that's fine. Anyway, Dressrosa Straw Hat Crew. We got Brooke here. It's a 3 cost card, 0 attack power, 1000 counter. Activated main, you may rest this character and 1 leader or stage card with Dressrosa type. Here we go with the same shenanigans. KO one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 1 or below, then trash 2 cards from the top of your deck. 3 cost card that I have to rest potentially my leader with to get the effect. Seems garbage unless I'm playing like Rebecca or something. I mean, a leader that can't attack. I mean, that's where I'm seeing these cards are only going to be good in for Rebecca. It's got to be Rebecca support. No way. No way they're running this in Usopp. Okay, we got Thriller Bark Pirates here. We got some Gecko Moria support. 4 cost, 5k attack power, 1k counter, activated main. Once per turn, you may place 2 cards. Put Thriller Bark type pirate from your trash at the bottom of your deck in any order up to one of your characters other than Perona. Gains 2,000 power this turn. So she buffs a character on your board and cycles your trash back into your deck. Not bad at all if you mill a card with Gecko that you don't want to, or trash something you don't want to, or anything like that. So she keeps your recursion good. Decent card. Alright, Celestial Dragons here. Saint Homing. I'm already calling it before I read it. Trash. 1 cost, 0 tap power, 1k counter. Activated main may trash this character. Give one of your black characters plus 3 costs to the end of your opponent's next turn. Trash. Okay, we got Wano Country Thriller Bark, Ryuma. Done times 1, this character gains double attack. Okay, that's good. 4 cost, 6k counter, so vanilla stats. 6k attack. I don't know if I keep saying 6k counter, but anyway. Talking too much here. Double attack's good, and you can play it off Gecko Moria, so ain't nothing wrong with that. Alright, we got Rono Zoro here. Dressrosa Straw Hat Crew Supernova. A lot. 4 cost, 6k attack power. On play, you may rest one of your Dressrosa type leaders or stages. KO one of your opponent's characters with cost 4 or lower. KO one of your opponent's cost 4 or lower characters, then place 2 cards from top of your deck into your trash. This is a decent card if you got the stage. I don't want to rest my leader unless, bro, I don't understand why I gotta rest my leader. Like, I get it, okay, it says stage as well, but how many games are you gonna have the stage in open hand? Like, if you're playing a shit ton of searchers, okay, understandable, but why would I want to rest my leader? I don't understand that. It just doesn't seem good to me. Maybe it's good and I'm overlooking it or something, but for me that doesn't seem good. I like being able to attack with my leader. Unless my leader cannot attack like Rebecca, then Usopp, for example, Usopp can attack, right? I mean, I didn't misread something there. Anyway, 4 cost event, probably trash. Navy, we don't need the 7 Warlords of the Sea anymore. Main, KO one of your opponent's characters with the 7 Warlords of the Sea type with a cost 8 or less. Fucking trash. Not even gonna talk about that no more. Just absolute garbage. Alright, we got Gum Gum Rhino Snyder here. 1 cost event, main, up to one of your Dressrosa type characters plus 2,000 power for the turn. Then if you have 10 or more cards in your trash, that character gains banish for the turn. This would be alright with the 7-drop Luffy. The 7-drop black Luffy, the Dressrosa one. This would be alright with that. Not terrible. Alright, Liberation, Blackbeard Pirates, 6 cost event. Main, if you have 2 or more characters less than your opponent. KO one of your opponent's characters with original cost of 6 or less, and one with original cost of 4 or less. This is pretty much just an anti-Dofi card. Pretty much just anti-Dofi and anti-Pluffy. So if Dofi gets banned, this card won't be as good anymore, except really against Pluffy or decks that go wide. Really, it's the only thing it's good for. Maybe rush decks. But it does cost 6 Don, so I mean, I don't know. It might be alright. Alright, on to the yellow cards. I think this is our last leader here, if I'm not mistaken. We got Eustace Kid, 5 life, of course. He's mono color. End of your turn, you may turn the top card of your life cards face up. Set up to one of your 3 to 8 cost characters with a supernova type as active. That character gains blocker until the end of your opponent's next turn. Okay, so it's pretty much flipping his life up, giving a character on the board blocker, as long as supernova type. Not bad, not bad. And we do know yellow has a shit ton of triggers, so we pretty much gonna play this matchup the same as we play Katakuri or anything else. Alright, so we got Revolutionary Army, Inazuma here, 4 cost, 5k attack, 1k counter. Dawn times 1 when attacking, rest up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost equal to or less than the total of your and your opponent's life cards. The early game, you got a 5 life, 4 life leader, you could rest a 9 cost character. Just when attacking though. Not terrible, but not great. That's vanilla. Got Ivankov here, Revolutionary Army, 5 cost, 6k attack power, 1000 counter, activate main once per turn. Up to 3 of your Revolutionary Army type characters gain plus 1000 power to the end of the turn. Then add the top card of your life to your hand. Bello Betty support, potentially Red Yellow Sabo support. That's what I see here. Not bad. Opponent gain Beige, 2k counter, 1 cost, 0 attack power. On play, you may add 1 card from the top of your life card to your hand, then add 1 character with the Supernova type from your hand to the top of your life card face up. Okay, this is a deck stacker. This is a damn Hiyori. Yeah, basically Hiyori for 1 cost. Not bad, great card. Caribou, 4 cost, 5k attack power, plus 1k counter. Dawn times 1, if your leader has Supernova type character and your opponent has 3 or more life cards, this character cannot be KO'd in battle. So a sticky card if your opponent has 3 or more life cards. It's a very sticky card. Bad against black, but good against everything else. Well, I take that back. Bad against black and blue. Well, and I guess yellow too. Hell, to be honest, there's the Namis for yellow. They can KO. Anyway, moving on. Supernova Kid Pirates Killer. 3 costs, 5k attack power, vanilla stats. On KO, if your leader has the Supernova type, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Reveal 1 Supernova or Kid Pirate type card added to your hand, then place the rest at the bottom of your deck. So this is a searcher. 3 cost searcher with 5k attack power, and it searches on KO. So if it gets bottom deck, you're screwed. Jewelry Bonnie. 3 costs, 4k attack power, 1000 counter, blocker, on play. Add the top or bottom card of your life to your hand. You may place 1 cost, 5 or lower Supernova type character from your hand to the top of your life face up. Okay. So you do the law. No. This card's good. It's a blocker. It's 3 costs. Stacks your life. Let me read Kid Effect one more time. She sets it face up though, right? Yeah, she's placing it face up. Let me check one more thing. I ain't gonna lie, I sleep forgot. So she's good for law. That's what she's good for. Yeah, she's good for law. Good card, good card. 1 cost, 1k attack, 1k counter, scratch man at pull. You have a yellow Supernova type character other than scratch man at pull. This character gains blocker. Decent card right there. I think I misread something. Let me see one thing. Okay, if the total cost of your characters is 5 or more, so you gotta have the total cost of your characters on board has to be 5 or more. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, so that's a good card to play in the law, so you can help you get to that 5 cost threshold. All right, we got Basil Hawkins. I've unfortunately played against this card. This card is really broken. 4 cost, 5k power, 1k counter. On KO, place 1 card from the top of your opponent's life into the trash. kill this card, you trash your life. Trigger, draw 2 cards, discard 1 card from your hand. Great card. Nothing else to say about it. Supernova Kid Pirates. We got Heat and Wire. 3 costs, 4k attack power, 1k counter. On play, rest one of your opponent's characters with a cost equal to or less than the total of your opponent's life cards. Not terrible. What's the trigger? If you have 2 or less life cards, play this card. Seems like that would go good in a law deck actually too, to be honest. Not terrible. That's a alt art. Okay, this is like a searcher. Monkey D. Luffy, Supernova Straw Hat. 1 cost, 2000 attack power, 1k counter. On play, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Reveal up to 1 card with Supernova other than Monkey D. Luffy added to your hand, then place the rest of the cards at the bottom of your deck. So yes, it's just a searcher. Searcher for Supernovas. Alright, we got Useless Kid here, 8 costs, 9k attack power. On play, you may rest this character, trash 1 card from the top of your opponent's life. That's good. That's broken. I'm sure y'all already heard of this card. I actually have 2, unfortunately. End of your turn, if your opponent has 2 or less life cards, draw a card and discard 1 card from your hand. So not only does it trash your life, it has potential to draw a card and cycle their hand. Great card. Ronozoro, 3 costs, 5k counter. If your life is fewer than your opponent's, this character gains rush. Trigger, you may trash 1 card from your hand. If your leader has a Supernova type, play this character. Plays itself out of life, also has potential rush. Great card. Supernova, Navy, Drake Pirates. 2k counter, always good. 3 costs, 3k attack power. Activate main, you may rest this character if the number of your life cards is less than or equal to the number of your opponent's life cards. Rest up to 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost 4 or less. Good card. It's a 2k counter and has potential to rest to 4 costs or less. You do have to meet the requirements, but hey, not terrible. Events probably trash. All events been pretty trash. 2 cost event counter up to 1 of your leaders or characters gets plus 4,000 during this battle. That's not bad. Then if you have 0 life, draw a card. That's trash. Why do I want to have 0 life? Why would I want to have 0 life right there? Anyway, what's the trigger? Kill 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost equal to or less than the number of your opponent's life cards. Not great neither. Trigger's not great and the effect's not great. Trash. 4 cost event. Main, look at up to 1 card from the top of you or your opponent's life cards. Place it at the top or bottom of the life card and then KO 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less. So a 4 cost card that KOs a 5 or less and stacks your opponent's life or your life. That's not bad. That's actually alright. Trigger, draw 2 cards, discard 1 card. Man, the trigger's good too. That card has potential right there. Let's get on. Alright, we got Dressrosa Supernova, Straw Hat Crew. This costs 7k attack. This character cannot be KO'd by your opponent's effects. Once per turn, that's good. When attacking, you can place 3 cards from the trash on the bottom of your deck in any order. If your opponent has 5 more cards in their hand, they must discard 1 card from their hand. That is pretty good too. That's not bad at all. It filters your trash back into your deck. Also makes them discard a card. And it's when attacking, so you can potentially make them have less counter in hand. This is a decent card right here. And I think we got 1 more maybe. Last but not least, we got Dressrosa Supernova, Heart Pirates, Trafalgar Law, 7 cost, 9k attack, no counter. On play, reveal a Supernova type character card from your hand, add it to the top of your life face down, so you're gaining a life. Then if your leader has Supernova type, give up the 1 rested Dawn to your leader. Gaining a life and giving your leader plus 1k attack. That's pretty good. Good card. So that's it. That's the end of op10. We went over every card. A couple cards to take note of for RP Luffy, the Tony Chopper, the 2K counter blocker, or called 6K attack blocker on your opponent's turn. Divine Departure. Let me think if there was anything else besides the purple. Bellamy has potential, and God Threat has potential. So that's all I've seen for our leader. The black didn't really have anything for PB Luffy. So that being said, we do got all the information we need now. We know sort of what these leaders are doing. That's how I usually like to start the format off when we do start it. I like to have the information. I will be running games on the sim against these leaders pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. And if you like content like this, I know it's a little different. This video's probably fucking forever, but hey, we had to go over a lot of cards. I like to wait till all of them are out. That way I can make sure I can go over everything, get the full picture. Hope y'all boys enjoyed it, man. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.